Hey guys, welcome back to another Doki Literature Club episode 3 in fact. Last time we were talking to Sayori, we were fiddling with her buttons or some shit, I don't really remember. Even though I met it yesterday, I forgot, this. I don't really like Sayori. So we were talking to Sayori, and we ended on fucking Monica, the bitch on the right, saying, poems. Saying that we should, show us our poems. Share. That's a good word. So anyway, let's continue with Doki Literature Club. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Shrimps, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah. Yes, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. Fucking hell. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Fade black. Holy shit. We get to choose who we want to show our poem to first. Well, if you guys remember from last episode, I mentioned that I fucked up my recording, so I had to replay it again. And when I was doing the poem again, I just randomly click shit. And every time you click a word, the of each person pops up, so I guess that means something. I don't know. And I think the person who popped up the most was Natsuki. So I don't know if this means anything. I'm just saying that's what happened for me. But this might not mean anything. This choice might mean absolutely nothing. But I haven't watched any videos about this game. I've talked to my friend about it. He went with Natsuki. And by looking at YouTubers' thumbnails and stuff, without watching the videos, it seems like Natsuki's a favorite. I mean, he does like a little tsundere lolly action, if you know what I mean. I guess, I don't know if lolly, but tsundere action. Sorry, I don't fucking like. Fuck her. I don't know if she might have a great story leading on, but fuck her now. I don't like her, fuck her. Monica is I don't know, fuck her too. Because I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just gonna go with Yuri. She's the shy bitch. She's like, she has purple hair, my favorite color. We're going with Yuri. We're showing you my poem first. This might mean nothing at all, but I don't care. Yuri seems the most experienced. Sure, I should start with her. Exactly. That's why I chose her. She's the most experienced. And she gave me a book. Come on. Gotta be nice. Show her my poem. She gave me a book. I can trust her opinion to be fair. Fade black. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh! Sumimasen! I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be fair reading through it. So it's that bad? No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes, and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they fit the two together. This voice hurts. It hurts. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, but she sounds like an expert. If I'm pronouncing words wrong, I'm sorry, I'm fucking retarded. I can't say that word. I'm not good at reading, I guess. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I love to share my thought process behind it. Fuck. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Oh, here we go. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. Wow. What a poem. Don't know what it means. But, oh, so deep. What a great poem. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Uh, that's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Shrimps. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in a last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a more Solomon putting it that way? I don't know what the fuck that word is. What the fuck? I can't read. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. I still don't understand what that means. Comparing to a ghost. Sure, I guess. Why not? Why not? It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Aw, Yuri, thank you very much. Oh, so we're gonna. Oh, this is gonna take for fucking years. So this doesn't matter at all. I'm just reading my poems and reading theirs and seeing what type of person they are. So Yuri has mentioned a ghost. But then my character said, or me said, Shrimp said, and Yuri said there's something to do with the ghost of the poem, but it probably does. I don't know. Anyway, let's just go with fucking Sayori, the bitch girl. Oh my goodness. This is so good, Shrimps. I just realized, do we get to read our own poem or no? Like, I want to know what my poem is. I love it. I have no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. Yuri's opinion was way more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. What? Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's a part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people. You know. So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a Shrimp's poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like you can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. Hee. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Aw, Sayori, stop. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it. But that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Shrimps. Deep down, you're not as selfish at all. You're not as selfish at all, you know. Trying new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. And I'm going to make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Hee hee hee. We'll see about that. Here we go, Sayori. Look at they all have different hair on it. Wow, this game is so good. Free game and has different hair on it for each of the poems. Oh my god, this should be like a $100 game. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, make me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? Ooh, I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Actually, that's a poem. That's a poem right there. That's a poem. I want breakfast. Hell yeah, that's a poem. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mad. I still tried my best. Oh yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice. Or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. Hee hee. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Oh yeah. But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Oh, Sayori, too cute, too kawaii, okay? Sayori, trying to make me like you a little more. With your strong powers. Strong kawaii powers. Eggs and toast breakfast powers. Let's go with, Tsundere, huh? Let's go with Tsundere. This is gonna be cancer. Well, wait, what? I don't remember. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I keep changing the voices. It's too strong. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Oh, that was quick. Yes, that was a quick to the poem. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try, but that's about it. Well, that's probably the deepest thing I've ever heard in my life. Monkeys, they do climb. Crickets, they can leap. And horses can race. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. And people can try. And sometimes fail, sometimes succeed. But, you know, all we can do is try. Wow, it's really deep. Natsuki. With the deep words. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. Yeah. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud when I won't take that from her, I won't take that away from her. Okay, he's gone quick. Who should I show my poem to next? I wonder who. I mean, there's no names except this one, so I guess I'm gonna go with Monica. I don't know if I'm pronouncing her name wrong. I don't care. Hi, shrimps. Having a good time so far? Oh yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Ha 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 ha. Don't worry, shrimps. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Huh? Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading a poem. Huh? You sure you're not reading into it too much? Ha 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 ha. I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things. Trying things a lot different. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. Fuck. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to be very good. Not to be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Here we go, boys. The last poem. Holy shite. What the frick? How long is this? Apparently everyone's bad at writing poems, so that's funny. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been more. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the sparkle protrudes? A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No! I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Wow. What a deep poem. Don't know what it means. I'm not really good at this. I mean, it could have been me, direction sparkle protrude, the boy's name of the book. Meaningless image, so she has this image stuck in her brain, permanent copy. Someone's, and he on the other side was looking in. Someone's looking in. Something's there. Something's watching. I don't know. I'm trying to see what these poems mean. If there's a deeper meaning in these poems. But anyway, I don't know. Long poem, longest one. So what do you think? It's very free form, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of styles has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. Kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone's better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Wow, Monica. Thanks for the advice.
Next time on Doki Literature Club.
Will we find out what happens in the story? Will we be closer friends? Will we finally see why this is so scary? Because I already know. I know it's a scary meme or some shit. This is a scary thing. So far, it's not very scary. But I'll see you guys later on the next episode of Doki Literature Club. And on that note, I'll see you guys later.
Postman Pat, and his black and white cat. Early in the morning, just as day is dawning, he picks up all the post bags in his van.